On the water chestnut pond under the burning sun, farmers row their quaint little boats back and forth to harvest the water chestnuts. It's a unique scene in Guantian, Tainan County, in summer and autumn that attracts many onlookers. Wetland areas like this not only bear seasonal produce, they also provide habitats for many creatures. One of these is an especially beautiful bird that often catches the eye. It is the pheasant-tailed jacana, the water chestnut bird. There are 8 species of Jacanidae in the world, spreading mainly across the tropical and subtropical regions. Only one species lives in Taiwan. In the old days, it was seen in Yilan, Taipei, Taoyuan, Hsinchu, Zhanghua, Taichung, Tainan, Kaohsiung, Pingtung, and Taidong. It was more likely to be spotted in the southern part of Taiwan around Tainan and Kaohsiung, though it was never numerous. During the Japanese occupation period, the bird was designated as a natural heritage. In 1989, it was assigned as a rare species in need of protection under the ROC's Wildlife Conservation Act. Apart from Taiwan, the pheasant-tailed jacana is also found in South and Southeast Asia in places such as the Philippines, Thailand, Hainan Island, South China, and India. The male and female pheasant-tailed jacanas look very much alike, but the female is somewhat larger than the male. Their summer plumage is exceedingly colorful, with a glossy golden yellow hind neck their most attractive feature. The head, foreneck, and wings are white, and the rest of the body dark brown. A distinguishing feature is the 4 very long, elegantly arched black tail feathers, which none of the other 7 species possess. Thus adorned, they tiptoe on the floating plants or glide on the water with such grace that they have also been nicknamed the water fairy. Compared with its colorful summer breeding plumage, the jacana is much plainer in winter. Its long tail feathers are replaced by short ones, and the whole body becomes mainly brown, which acts as a good camouflage. The pheasant-tailed jacana has greatly elongated toes and claws that spread its weight out over a wide area. This allows it to walk with ease on the leaves of floating aquatic vegetation. Its favorite habitats are water chestnut ponds, Ural ferox ponds, artificial wetlands, and freshwater marshes. The pheasant-tailed jacana feeds mainly on aquatic insects and invertebrates such as larvae of dragonflies, pond snails, and tender shoots and new leaves of aquatic plants. During the winter, the pheasant-tailed jacana likes to feed in groups. By March or April, when it begins to change its breeding plumage, it is ready to branch out on its own, looking for a suitable summer home. In southern Taiwan, the first rice crop is harvested in April or May. After this, the farmers till the paddies to plant water chestnuts. Paddies like these offer little privacy for the birds, so they are not favored by the jacana. The pheasant-tailed jacana prefers to breed in the deeper water chestnut ponds with higher banks, where water chestnut is also planted in April or May. Unfortunately, there are not many to provide the jacanas with an ideal habitat. Unlike most of the birds, the male is responsible for incubating the eggs and caring for the chicks, whilst the female stays outside the nest. If the habitat is large enough, sometimes polyandrous mating may exist. Pheasant-tailed jacanas build their nests mainly on top of water chestnut leaves by piling stems and leaves. Both the male and female are involved in the construction of the nest. They often mate during this period, mostly at dusk. Usually, there are about 4 eggs in a clutch whose color is dark brown. They look like overcooked tea eggs and are pear-shaped in order to prevent them from rolling out of the nest into water. Incubation takes approximately 21 days before the eggs hatch. During this period, the incubation has to be periodically interrupted whilst the male leaves the nest for food. Being a good house husband, he usually won't venture far, always watching out for the safety of the nest and eggs. Jacana chicks are precocial, just like domestic chicken chicks. Only a few hours after hatching, they are able to follow their father around and feed themselves. Look, with those huge feet so out of proportion to the body, a chick waddles like a child wearing grown-up's shoes. The mottled dark brown down of the chicks is a good camouflage. When danger looms, as long as they keep very still or flatten themselves, there is a good chance that their natural enemies won't find them, while the male tries to drive away the threatening intruder. As the chicks grow, the parents gradually lose their colorful plumage and change into their more modest winter suits. Meanwhile, the chicks slowly gain their juvenile plumage, which is very similar to the adult winter plumage. The only difference is the maroon crown of the juvenile as compared to the gray crown of the adult. The water chestnut is an annual plant. It withers and dies gradually from the end of autumn into the beginning of winter. Then the pond will be used for other things, and the jacana will have to find other habitats to ride out the winter. Nowadays, wintering jacanas are still found occasionally in the artificial wetlands around Guantian, Tainan County. Taiwan is located at the edge of the northern range of the pheasant-tailed jacana. Therefore, its number has never been very large. According to the latest data, its colonies have further diminished, and they are now solely concentrated in water chestnut ponds and artificial wetlands around Guantian. Apart from the natural predators such as snakes and rats, which steal the eggs and eat the chicks, the main reason for the decline in number is the impact of human activities. Recently, economic development and the ever-increasing human population have relentlessly eroded environments suitable for the bird. Wetlands and marshes have been gradually converted into industrial zones, housing estates, or aquacultural ponds. High-banked water chestnut ponds, such as this one, used to provide a perfect home for the jacana. However, when it is converted into a fish pond with higher economic value, the bird is lost forever. The exotic pond snail that breeds and multiplies very rapidly has been a plague to paddy fields as well as water chestnut ponds. To protect their crops from the snail and other pests, farmers sometimes resort to pesticides. The pheasant-tailed jacana spends almost its entire breeding season feeding in the water chestnut ponds and may consume pesticide residues. At the present time, there are no recorded effects of pesticides on the birds. However, the accumulation of toxic chemicals may very well cause a long-term adverse effect. In addition, the egg incubation and fledgling periods of the jacana coincide with the period of the water chestnut harvest. During this time, farmers paddle their small boats around the pond to pick the ripe chestnuts. Intentionally or unintentionally, they disturb and damage the nests, eggs, and chicks. Actually, a lot of this damage could be avoided if the farmers involved cared a bit more for nature. The construction of the Taiwan high-speed railway is another threat to some of the pheasant-tailed jacana's habitats. Confronted with this and other threats, the future for the pheasant-tailed jacana in Taiwan is very uncertain, unless we the people make an effort to find a balance between development and nature conservation. Today, the researchers at the Taiwan Endemic Species Research Institute are working on an ecological study of the pheasant-tailed jacana, hoping to collect scientific data which will help protect the bird. At the same time, private conservation groups are collaborating with concerned government departments in order to develop management and conservation plans as well as refuge for the jacanas. The pheasant-tailed jacana is a rare and extremely beautiful bird whose very existence is threatened today. If we do not value it, it will disappear from Taiwan. We hope that through a better understanding of this graceful water fairy, people, and above all farmers, will learn to appreciate and love it more. Surely, only in this way, we will be blessed with its presence in the days to come.